People think owning quiet land by a lake means peace, birds, water, sunsets. They don't tell you about Karen. I bought the land 8 years ago, 42 acres of trees, shoreline, and a spring-fed lake that had been there longer than the county records. No gates, no neighbors close enough to hear you sneeze. Just me, the water, and a small cabin I built with my own hands. At least, that's how it used to be. 3 years ago, a luxury housing development popped up on the far side of the lake. Silver Pines Estates. Big homes, manicured lawns, identical mailboxes, and of course, an HOA. I didn't care. My land wasn't part of it. Different parcel, different zoning, different access road. I figured that was the end of it. I figured wrong. The first encounter happened on a quiet Saturday morning. I was repairing my dock when I heard aggressive footsteps on gravel behind me. Ahem? I turned to see a woman in oversized sunglasses, a neon workout jacket, and an expression like she'd just smelled something offensive. "You can't be here," she said. I blinked. "I live here." She scoffed. "No, you don't. This lake belongs to Silver Pines Estates. I'm the HOA vice president." I stood up, wiped my hands on a rag, and calmly said, "Actually, I own the lake and the land around it." She laughed, not a friendly laugh, the kind that says, "You're about to regret existing." "Nice try," she said. "You people always lie." That was my first red flag. Over the next few weeks, Karen, yes, her real name was Karen, made it her personal mission to remove me from my own property. She put up no trespassing signs on my shoreline. She told residents I was a squatter. She sent me letters citing HOA bylaws I'd never agreed to. One letter fined me $500 for unauthorized dock construction. Another warned me to cease commercial fishing activities. I fish maybe twice a year. I ignored her. Big mistake. Things escalated fast. One afternoon, I came home to find a chain stretched across my private access road, padlocked, with a laminated notice zip-tied to it. I cut the chain. The next day, she called the police. 2 officers showed up while I was having coffee on my porch. "Sir, we've had a complaint that you're trespassing on HOA property." Karen stood behind them, arms crossed, smirking like she'd already won. I didn't argue. I didn't raise my voice. I went inside and came back with a folder. Survey maps, deeds, county records, water rights documents dating back 50 years. The officers reviewed them slowly. Finally, one turned to Karen and said, "Ma'am, he owns all of this, including the lake." Her face turned red. "That's impossible," she snapped. "Our brochure says lakefront community." The officer shrugged. "Doesn't change property law." Karen stormed off without apologizing. I thought it was over. It wasn't. She started a smear campaign at HOA meetings, including my name. Residents were warned not to associate with me. Someone tried to block my dock with floating barriers. Then came the worst part. She tried to sell lake access for $3,000 per household. I found out when a confused family knocked on my cabin door asking why their lake passes weren't working. That was the moment I stopped being patient. I hired a lawyer. The cease and desist letter was 5 pages long and devastating. It outlined fraud, misrepresentation, illegal use of private property, potential civil damages. Karen ignored it, so we filed suit. Court day was memorable. Karen represented herself. She brought HOA bylaws, glossy brochures, and screenshots from Google Maps. My lawyer brought the county assessor. When the judge learned Karen knowingly charged residents for access to land she didn't own, his tone changed completely. This is not an HOA dispute. This is unlawful enrichment. Karen started yelling. The judge warned her. She kept yelling. She was escorted out. The ruling was swift. Karen was ordered to refund every resident she charged, pay damages for trespass, cover my legal fees, and permanently prohibit the HOA from claiming lake access. But the final twist, the HOA was dissolved 3 months later. Turns out when residents learned Karen lied to them and cost them thousands, they voted her out instantly. Some even apologized to me. Today, the lake is quiet again. No signs, no chains, no shouting. Sometimes I see former HOA residents sitting respectfully on the far bank, waving. I wave back. Karen moved away. I hear she's on another board somewhere. God help them.